Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Women Winning Wednesday. I am your host, attorney Elsa W. Smith. I'm also the owner of the law offices of Elsa W. Smith, where our mission is to empower women through estate planning. The goal of this show is to provide you tips and helpful information to position you to win. Today's episode is on parental tips and how to protect your college students. So this episode really is as I'm speaking to parents, guardians. So please take notes. And remember that this episode will be available on replay on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook, of course. So let's get right into it. Estate planning doesn't always focus on property and what might happen to minor children if their parents were to die or pass away. Before your child turns 18, you parents are used to making all the healthcare decisions for your child. And while you may seek that child's input, healthcare decisions are typically made by the child's parents. But the reality of at least adulthood in the United States is that once a child reaches what's called the age of majority, and in many states that's 18, their parents are no longer entitled to access their child's medical records or healthcare records. And it's likely that medical professionals or other care providers can refuse or will refuse to even consult with the parents. So the typical college-bound student, and we're in that season where in some campuses they're about to start the fall semester if they haven't started already. You're thinking of essential items as parents, right? Mini fridge, laptop, computer, cell phone, clothes, shower shoes. You're thinking Bed Bath and Beyond, Best Buy, or maybe even Target, but you're not thinking of estate planning, right? And an estate plan is probably the most essential item that will protect your college student and provide you with peace of mind. So here's the problem. In light of the COVID-19 pandemic, and yes, we're in and out, and I'm not sure where we are in this week, but there's something in the air, and some people are wearing masks, and even I wear masks in certain situations, so we're still in it. The question is to what degree, but many parents have expressed concerns about how best to ensure that they can speak to doctors or other medical professionals if their child needs medical care, either whether it be due to COVID-related illness, or if heaven forbid they're in an accident that leaves them incapacitated. So, but without your adult child giving you legal authority through estate planning, you're going to be unable to help them to coordinate testing, access medical records, and provide the needed input to medical staff. And without the documents that I'm going to be discussing here, you may need a probate court to get involved, which can be costly and time-consuming, especially for students who are attending school out of state or even out of the country. And it leaves a court rather than your adult child with the authority to appoint someone who may not be appropriate to make the necessary decisions. All right. So what's the solution? I've identified the problem. Now, what's the solution? Now, I'm going to be discussing several estate planning tools, and I'm going to be referring to them from a state of Maryland perspective. Okay. And again, as a reminder, this isn't legal advice. It's all educational content. And please seek the assistance of a licensed estate planning attorney in your jurisdiction. We are certainly available in the state of Maryland and the District of Columbia. But let's get started.